Anthony, you said 5'5". Sino yung nagsabi ng 5'7"?
Ako po, sir, 170 centimeter.
170 centimeter. Okay, is that your height?
Yes po.
Okay. So, it varies, ano? So, it is nearly somehow on the 5'5". Thank you so much, Anthony and Dads, for participating. Basically, uh, 5 feet, okay. Thank you, Kyle. So, basically, how, ang point kung bakit ko sinasabi is that in architecture, lalong-lalo sa Asian architecture, we consider the user, di ba? Alam natin that we design our architecture in consideration with our user. So in the cases of Filipino and then Asian roots, alam natin ang height ng mga Pinoy is way a little smaller than the Western culture. Alam natin yon. So with that consideration, we have to adjust the anthropometrics, the ergonomics of our design to the user itself. In the cases of Asian architecture, definitely for the Filipino, i-adjust din natin yun. Pwera pa sa culture na ginagawa. Okay? In what aspect? Let's elaborate that one by one. Sorry, asan na yan? Okay, ergonomics. Arwin, can you read, please?
Ergonomics is the science of designing environments and products to match the individuals who use them. It is also known as human factors, describes the information about humans in working situations. Proper ergonomic design is necessary to prevent repetitive strain injuries, which can develop over time and can lead to a long-term disability.
Okay, thank you, Arwin. So, ergonomics as per definition. Okay? Definitely, ergonomics is the science of designing environments and products to match the individuals who use them. It is also known as the human factors, describes the information about humans in working situation. So sabi dyan, we consider ergonomics as part of our designing environment in accordance with anthropometrics because yung how can a particular individual will fit, say for example, sa furniture. On your illustration, on your screen is how that lady proportionately fit on her office table with proper posture. Tingnan nyo, ang ganda ng pagkakaupo niya. Proper alignment of the eye to her PC and then proper placing of hand on the keyboard. So, with that particular consideration, we can say that everything that we design has to be in accordance with ergonomics. Halimbawa, we are asked to design a furniture. As an architect, we are asked to design a furniture na magfi-fit for sabihin nating 11-year-old child or a 32-year-old pero PWD, meaning she can't walk. So, ganun yung mga considerations natin on how do we design a particular thing or even the architecture in consideration with the ergonomics. Okay? Proper ergonomic design is necessary to prevent the repetitive strain, injuries, which can develop over time that can lead to a long-term disability. Okay. Sino may alam kung ano yung scoliosis? Alam nyo ba yon?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Scoliosis is of course, yeah, thank you so much. Parang scoliosis is hindi naman disability but definitely parang nangyayari because of low posture, meaning poor posture na dahil sa pag-upo or hindi komportableng sitting. Okay? So, ang iniiwasan natin in giving proper ergonomic design is of course strains, injuries, and a lot of discomforts. Okay. Same here. I have also, Kylie. Don't worry. Hindi ka nag-iisa. Okay? Huh. Samuel, kindly read what is on the screen.
Um, when desi- uh, when designing your product, you must be aware of it must fit the person it is designed for. For example, adults and children come in different shapes and sizes. Is there a way to make a chair which is suitable for both age groups? This is what we need to think about as a group to decide. So it takes account of the worker capabilities and limitation in seeking to ensure that tasks, equipment, information, and the environment suit each worker.
Okay. Thank you, Samuel. So, as per Samuel's reading, when designing your product, you must be aware of sino yung gagamit ng design na ginawa mo. Okay? Kaya, very important for us an architect, for us architects, that before we start with designing process, with our conceptualization process, alamin muna natin kung sino yung gagamit. Say for example, we are asked to design a one-story residence. First question is, who are the users? Sino yung gagamit? Say for example, a couple, of course, a married couple with sabihin natin dalawang anak. Ano yung age bracket ng anak? Kasi nagmamatter yon. Say for example, toddler, iba yung needs ng toddler ergonomics nun versus sa 16-year-old na anak. Adjusting yung varying definitely yung ating furniture sizes and any other furniture within the house. Also spaces. Say for example, room size, spaces within the room, importante yon. It takes account of the worker's capability and limitations in seeking to ensure the task, equipment, information can suit in each other. No problem, Nick. Noted po. You can catch up anytime. Okay. We have Alexandrine. Kindly read, please.
Ergonomics can incorporate the use of anthropometric data when designing products to improve the user experience. If a designer doesn't use anthropometric data during the design process, it can lead to a poor user experience that causes discomfort, pain, and potential injury.
Thank you. So, parehas lang din ng pinopoint out natin kanina. So, we have to ensure that in incorporating our ergonomics, properly ergonomically designed part of your architecture, we have to consider anthropometric data. So, it can lead to, of course, kung hindi properly considered yung ating anthropometrics, it can lead to poor user experience, discomfort, and then of course pain. No, as per an example of the on the screen is of course your proper proportion to your tawag dito PC. Okay. I know we are on the online classes, so we tend to dwell our time spend our time facing the screen of our laptop. I am not definitely. I don't know if what type of chair do you use. Who among you has sabihin nating swivel chair, yung office chair? Can you raise your hand? Kung wala, it's fine. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Can I ask a volunteer? can you show us your setup ng office chair para sa for the information lang ng para gamitin natin example sa class. Arwin, can you turn on your camera?
Ay, sir, use data lang po ako, sir.
Okay. Alexandrine? Sino pwede mag-volunteer? Alexandrine, can you show us your just to show an example kung paano yung proportion natin to our PC or to our table? Okay. Okay. Thank you. No problem. Noted. So ganito, just for somehow give a further explanation about it, take a look at the illustration on your screen. So, a swivel chair, yung ganyang klaseng type of chair, swivel chair, office chair, gaming chair, kung ano pang tawag nyo, it was designed ergonomically. Meaning, kahit anong height, kahit anong edad, pwedeng umupo na pwedeng i-adjust yung height niya sa user para maging proportionate siya. Okay? In the case of the woman sitting on the swivel chair, say for example, the height is, sabihin natin 5'2", it can be adjusted using the may mga brackets dyan sa may ilalim, di ba? Meron kang pwedeng i-adjust yung height niya. Alam ko, you are familiar with this one. Also, comfortable backrest, a proper eyesight of the monitor, proper placing, and then yung distance mismo. Kasi di ba, madalas na sinasabi sa atin is we have to maintain the proper distance of the screen of the monitor to your eye because it can damage your eyesight. Ibang usapan naman yon. It will be medically. Yes. Which one? Yung nasa screen? Okay. Can you show us, Arwin? Yan. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Arwin, for participating. That is a good example. Kasi, okay, thank you. You can sit na. Yan. Okay. Thank you so much for being our model for tonight. On your swivel chair, office chair, Arwin, adjusted ba yan? Na-adjust siya?
Kasi medyo matagal na po yan, sir. Since ano pa siguro, sir, mga 2007.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, yeah, thank you so much for that. My point is, it can be adjusted on the height depending on the user. Okay? That is noted. Thank you so much. Let's go to Angelo. Kindly read, Angelo, what is on the screen?
Ergonomics is a consideration that leads to a product being designed in a way to make it easy to use. Size, weight, shape of buttons and controls are all aspects that contribute to it being ergonomically designed. This is shown in practice in the image below of a woman sitting in her bed.
Okay, thank you, Angela. So, as per discussion earlier, so ang point natin is ergonomics is a consideration that leads to a product being designed in a way to make it easy to use sa lahat, hindi lang sa office chair, sa lahat ng type ng part of our role as an architect, whatever we design, we have to consider yung tamang proportions. See, for example, sa bahay nyo, sino nakakaalam na ang door, main door nyo, yung pintuan sa bahay has a standard height? Noted, Daphne. Noted. Sino nakakaalam? May nakakaalam ba or wala pa naman? Okay. For the sake of discussion, ang standard height ng Pinoy or Asian door on our graphic standard. Okay, hold on for a while. I'll get the planning and designer's handbook. Okay. Sabi ni Nick, 7 feet. Is that a guess or anticipated guess or alam mo talaga? Okay. Yeah, you are correct. Ang height ng pintuan that we have standardized based on planning and designer's handbook, kung meron kayong ganito, this is very useful in determining standard heights, standard dimensions of parts of our houses. So effective to. Okay? Ang standard height ng pintuan is 2.1. Okay? Standard height yon. Meaning, nagbavary sa opening. Say for example, ang main door nyo is 0.9 meters by 2.1 meters ang height. Pero ang CR nyo is, sabihin natin, 0.7 meters by 2.1. So the standard height is 2.1. That is entertained because the standard height, the height of Pinoys are, of course, may range. Pero pag may foreigner kayong friend or foreigner na bisita, might as well hindi akma ang proportion niyo po. Kung halimbawa, mataas siya or matangkad, iba yung kanyang iba ang kanyang proportion. Okay? Okay, let's use the illustration on your right part of the screen as consideration for ergonomics. Krishna Maylat, can you read the bullets?
Ergonomics, table height makes it easy to reach the keyboard and mouse. Lahat po ba, sir?
Yes po, yes.
Okay, monitor height and angle of the monitor make it easy for the user to see the screen, reducing the strain of the neck, eyes, and the back. Seat height is adjustable so it can be set at a comfortable height for the user po.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Krishna. So, ito yung pino-point out natin kanina. How do we consider properly designed, ergonomically designed chair depending on the types and considerations such as the one that has been read by Krishna. Okay. Sunny Boy. Can you read 2 bullets?
The user can sit at a, tama ba, sir?
Yes.
At a comfortable distance from the desk so they do not have stretch to reach the keyboard and mouse. Position can be changed by adjusting the armrest and backrest. Sitting in the correct position will reduce the strain on the body and increase the view of angle of the screen.
Thank you, Sunny Boy. So another consideration that we have to at least be aware of, how do we sabihin natin kung hindi lang ma-design or at least how do we use particular sabihin natin, your personal computer, your gadgets, while you are doing your online classes. Okay, what should we consider? How do we consider, as designers, how do we consider anthropometric data? Um, John Jerry Cavite, can you read, please?
What should you consider? Designers should have anthropometric data to help make sure a product will be comfortable for the user. It's difficult to design a product that everyone will be able to use with comfort. So products are often designed for the majority of the population, considered to be between the 5th and the 95th percentile. The 5th percentile are the 5% of people who are smaller in size. The 50th percentile are people of average size, while the 95th percentile are 5% of people who are larger in size.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, John Jerry, for reading that. So, paano natin ginagamit yung anthropometric data in designing? Okay, sabi ni John Jerry, we have the 5th to 95th percentile of the bracket in identifying the anthropometric data. Paano natin ginagamit to? Okay? Sabi dyan, um, yung 5th percentile, the 5% of the people refers to those who are smaller in sizes, not the average one. Kung halimbawa, yung sabi natin, 5 feet yung average, lower than 5 feet yung mga nasa 5th percentile. While the other one is the 95th percentile na larger in size, 5% din yon. So the average percentile is 50th percentile of the people who are in halos nagpapantay ng mga sizes. Say for example, 5, 5'1", 5'2", 5'5", mga ganon. So halos hindi nagkakalayo yung height difference. So on your screen is a table, example of a set of anthropometric data for adults. Okay, we have there male age 19 to 60 years old, and then female 19 to 60. Okay, you can review this later, or you can do screenshots of this one. Um, from elbow to wrist are being measured, forearm to hand length, hand breadth, and then hand length. So, pansinin natin from the 50th percentile, iba ang male sa female, sabihin natin, elbow to wrist length. 50th percentile, ang average ng span ng lalaki for elbow to wrist rather, 289 millimeter. While yung babae is 262. Pinaka-common hand length. Ang 50th percentile, 192 for male. Ang babae is 179. Average. Okay? Baka sabihin nyo, sir, may mga babae pong mas mahaba pa yung kamay kaysa sa akin sa normal na. Okay, definitely, they belong to the 95th percentile. Pag wala sa bracket sa common, they belong to another bracket. Ano? So that's for male and female comparison. Take note of the following because that is an example and very important factor on how do we design sabihin natin furniture, table from your house, and then from the outside, sabihin natin ATM machine. Gumagamit ng anthropometrics yung ATM machine. Pag nakatayo, iba din naman yung references nun. So here is an example of the usage of the anthropometric data. Joy Chavez, kindly read, please.
Example, a designer is designing an emergency stop button for a machine which must be able to be pressed quickly and easily with the whole palm of the hand by the majority of the population using the table above. What is the minimum size The emergency stop button should be handwritten. Data from both tables provides the lowest 50th and highest 95th percentile. This is lowest 71 mm and highest 98 mm.
Okay. Thank you, Joy. Um, ito yung basic example ng paggamit ng anthropometric data with the table. Ano? So, here, sabihin natin machine, ATM machine na nakatayo. Emergency stop button for a machine rather. Which must be able to be pressed quickly and easily with the whole palm of the hand by the measure of the population. Using the table above, what is the minimum size of blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we have here using the lowest fifth and the highest 95th data, makukuha natin using the table that, sabi dyan, 71 mm for female and then ang lowest and then highest is 98 mm. Asan yun? 71 for female, nakikita niyo yung cursor ko? Okay. 71 is the hand breadth and then the 98 for male depending on kasi ang scenario is paggamit ng palm, okay, the hand. So with that consideration, going to the illustration, sabihin natin who among you has been able to use or nakagamit na ng ATM machine? Or at least nakakita. Okay, Kyle, Angel, okay. Samuel, okay. Kyle, kindly turn on
Yes,
your
sir.
microphone. How's your experience in using ATM machine? Madali ba sa'yo? Proportionate ka ba doon? Or medyo mataas siya sa'yo?
I need to bend down, sir, in just to withdraw. So there's a need for
Ah,
me to bend down.
okay. If I may know, mababa ba sa'yo yung machine?
Yes, sir. It kinda is.
Okay. What's your height?
I'm not that tall, but 172 centimeters.
Okay. So meaning, I think thank you so much, Kyle. I think yung ATM machine mo, well, we don't want to know naman the brand, I mean the bank who owns that ATM machine. But with that consideration, baka nasa isang bracket ka na. Ano? Medyo kasi kailangan mo nang mag-bend down. Good thing na you bend down. Kasi may mga cases kung nasa lower percentile ka, like 4 feet, hindi proportionate, kailangan, may ngalay na yun eh. Although you have ngalay na din, di ba? That's how do we use proportion to anything that we see, anything that is being with our built environment, meaning yung ginagawa natin. Mundong ginagalawan, meaning we are the architects, we are the designers of residential, commercial, hospital, institutional, lahat ng aspects doon has an involvement of designers na gumagamit ng ergonomics. Okay? Who among you has another example? Kindly give an example, other examples. Sino pang may example? Wala na? Sino yung mga mahilig magkape? Mag-milk tea. Sabihin natin milk tea kasi medyo millennial pala tayo. Sino mga mahilig okay. Sino nang may experience ng mag-milk tea sa mismong shop, hindi via Food Panda, hindi online? Okay, Alexander. Okay, thank you. Okay. Sino nang may experience? Thank you, Mariel. Sino nang may experience na makaupo sa okay. Apologies, may commercial break. Okay. Okay. Yeah, yung maupo sa high stool, yung mataas na upuan na nasa bar sa mga milk tea shop. Yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you, Anthony. Yeah, okay. Kylie Altamera race. Yan, okay. Sa mga mahilig mag-milk tea dyan, shout out po sa inyong lahat. Thank you so much for participating because that has, yeah, using Podium. Yeah, very good. Podium then is a good example. Yung, gamitin muna natin yung high stool sa Infinity Shop. Sorry, Infinity, may brand. No? Sa milk tea shop rather. Sa kahit anong milk tea shop na may high counter and with bar. So definitely it's not the usual height of a chair. So you have to adjust, pero once you have been sitting on the high stool, proportionate na siya sa high counter din. Okay? That is an example also. Podium. Thank you so much, Krista, for citing that an example na podium because it's also a good example. Okay. To summarize, we have the following differences of anthropometrics versus ergonomics. You have to take note of the following. On your screen is the definition of anthropometrics, the study of human body and its movement. We have ergonomics, the study of people and their relationship with the environment around them. So, anthropometrics, measurements gathered, statistically recorded sizes, average measurements determined, while ergonomics is anthropometric measurements, statistics used in the design of a product. So, how does anthropometric apply to a hair dryer? Proper product ergonomically designed as a result of the product fits the customer, comfortable handle, comfortable chair. Yung even yung hair dryer ng mga girls, it is proportionately ergonomically designed because sa paghawak lang. Halimbawa, sabihin na natin your mouse, 'di ba? Yung mouse mo sa computer. So it is ergonomically designed because kahit matagal mo siyang gamitin for a long time, for an hour or more, walang ngalay kasi it is proportionate and ergonomically designed. Okay. Take note of this slide because this is very important in terms of the definition and then differences of anthropometrics and ergonomics. Okay? Okay, we're done with that. These are summary. I'd like Andrea, kindly read, please.
What should you consider? Coming to design our product, we need to consider the shape, weight, height, and width of our product. Ergonomics and anthropometrics will help us with this as we have collected our data within our group already. Looking also at research, I think we also need to consider the environment, where our chair will be used within the environment.
Okay, thank you. And Ina, basahin mo din. Kindly read again.
So we need to think about light, smell, noise, moisture, and the temperature of the environment, which it will be used in. As we are making it from cardboard, we need to think about the conditions of the cardboard, like what will happen if the chair is left out for a long time. What will happen to the cardboard? Will it start to break or will the cardboard go wet or soggy?
Okay. May ginawa ng case study. Thank you so much, Andrea and Ina, Angela. So, ito ay, yung binasa nyo is also an observation of a case study already. So I will be showing you a case study of a chair, how it is designed to fit the user. Okay? So, asa na tayo? Yan. Okay. Um, a particular chair definitely has, yung binasa nyo is pertaining to this one. Okay? Uh, itong cardboard na to. Laboratory activity. Basta babalikan natin siya later on. Okay? So, puntahan muna natin yung how can good and ergonomically designed chair affect good posture. So, Alan, Francis, kindly read posture.
Poor posture leads to degeneration and wear and tear of the spine, which can leave it vulnerable and susceptible.
Susceptible.
To maximize health benefits to avoid back pain, it is imperative to adopt good, comfortable postures. Keep back straight, don't slouch.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Alan. So, it is important for us, okay, a part of the design consideration of, say for example, chair. Bakit ko hina-highlight yung chair? Kasi our learning activity will be leading towards a chair. Kaya ginagawa natin ng more of comparisons. Poor posture leads to degeneration and wear and tear of your spine, which can lead it vulnerable and susceptible to injuries. Alam natin yon. So, to maximize health benefits, avoid back pain, and it is imperative to make or adopt good, comfortable postures. So, on the illustration presented on your screen is showing yung how a particular swivel chair can be designed with the following considerations. How do you stand? How do you sit? And then how will you adjust that particular chair? So this is important, okay? In designing chairs, we have to avoid the following. Kylie Altamera, kindly read, please.
Avoid static and awkward postures, twisting and leaning to one side, leaning forward, slouching and letting the lower back flatten, and reaching with arms outstretched.
Okay, thank you, Kylie. So, these are the things that we have to avoid in terms of how do we sit, how do we use the chair, and definitely as designers, how do we avoid designs that tends to be awkward in posture of the user. Okay? Next. Okay. Ayun. These are considerations of the heights of male versus female as per anthropometrics. Take note of those are in millimeter. Okay. Kindly read the first paragraph. Archer. Okay. Thank you, Archer. Mary, ay sorry, sino ba bang hindi natawag? JP Bulalakaw. Kindly read the second and the third paragraph, please.
A seat should take the height of your feet in order to lessen stress on your legs. It should provide some postural stability while you work or relax. You should be able to relax your muscles that aren't doing anything. The seat should also fit in with other furniture and equipment and not get in the way of what you're doing.
Thank you, JP and Archer. So we have this consideration in sitting, in designing chairs. Okay, sabi dyan, since madalas natin ginagamit yung chair as part of your daily routine, um, from work, school, but now, since nasa bahay lang tayo, your part of your household routine has to face on your PC, your camera, while doing online classes. So, chair plays a very important role on your daily life. When you have your car and taking bus, trains, and doing or watching TV, you use your chair. So, a seat should take the weight of your legs in order to of your feet rather in order to lessen the stress on your legs, and you should be able to relax your muscles that aren't doing anything kasi may ngalay nga. The seat should also fit with other furniture. So imperative that we have to consider any different types of chairs, designs of chairs that can make the user comfortable while sitting that. Kahit alin pa man. Kung plastic man yan, sabi ni Nick kanina, box yun, box chair. Regardless of what type of chair, for as long as you are comfortable in sitting that, walang discomfort na nararamdaman, it's okay. Okay? No? So, yon. So, let's proceed with the next. We have here types of seats. On your screen are types of seat. Um, Elvin John Flores, kindly read, please.
Type of seats. Seats for working, example, office chairs, schools, chairs, kneeling chairs, perching stools. Seats, seats for leisure, example, bar stools, dining chairs, easy chairs, and cinema seats. Seats for travel, example, car seats, aircraft seats, and specialized seats, example, wheelchairs seats, racing car seats.
Okay. Thank you. Uh, yeah. So on your we have here the types of seats such as, of course, working, office, school, kneeling, stools, bar, cinema seats, lahat ng types of seats, different design, different height. Well, function serves as it is kung sitting lang din naman, but on different occasions. So, in designing particular chair rather, so we have to consider the type of function, the type of use, and then the comfortability of the user. Okay, so we have here generally what makes a seat comfortable. Sino pang di ko natatawag? Francien, Australia. Can you read, Francien?
What makes a seat comfortable? Generally, seats should allow your body to be comfortable and not restricted. The seat design is critical for this. The seat height should not be so high so that your legs are left dangling. This would mean that there would be pressure on the soft tissues under your thighs. This pressure interferes with the return of blood from the lower limbs which may cause tingling and numbness in the thighs due to pressure on blood vessels and nerves.
Thank you, Franchan. So, yeah, definitely lahat ng ating all of the chairs, all of the seats we tend to dwell around, lahat 'yon is to give us comfort, 'di ba? So, sa paanong paraan in terms of how it gives yourself yung lure of being slouching or something like na hindi mo mararamdaman na may ngalay. So with this one, the next is sino bang pwedeng Joyce Ann Paris. Kindly read, please. Joyce Ann?
Lahat po, sir.
Yes.
The seat depth should allow clearance at the back of your knees in order to prevent pressure on the network of blood vessels and nerves. The seat back and angle should support the natural curves of your spine, in particular your lower back. The main weight bearing should be taken by the ischial tuberosity, the bony part
Tuberosity.
the burst of your bottom, and the top half of the thigh.
Okay. Thank you so much, Joyce Ann. So, on your the type of chair you are seeing on your screen, right part of your screen is an example of a designer chair. This is Barcelona chair. Nakakita na ba kayo ng ganyan? Kindly raise your hand for those who have seen something like this or kaparehas. Yeah, you can raise your hand kung meron. Yan, okay. So this is Barcelona chair designed, the original Barcelona chair was designed by a famous architect, master architect, by the way. In the name of architect Ludwig Mies van der Rohe, he is a master architect famously known for designing landmark architecture. Famous din siya sa quotations. But one very important and particular design na remarkable on him is the Barcelona chair. Ano yung difference ng Barcelona chair kaya kung bakit siya nagsikat? Okay? So apart from the aesthetics, tingnan natin, 'di ba? Aesthetically, it's pleasing, it's nice, not the usual one na merong 'di ba, yung alam nating upuan na straight. This one is considering the inclination, the angles and all. This is perfect as to wear giving comfort to the user. Another designer chair that will be showing is this one, Eames chair. Eames chair is designed by Charles and Ray Eames, also a designer chair. So with that Eames chair, Meryl Rose Abihero, kindly read, please.
In addition, a chair should enable you to change posture at intervals, ensuring that different groups of muscles can be used for support, and that no particular group of muscles get tired. The consequences of poor sitting are discomfort, fatigue, and inefficiency in what you are doing.
Thank you. Thank you, Meryl. So, sabi dyan, we have to, okay, a chair should enable you to change the posture and at intervals rather, ensuring the different groups of muscles can be used for support. Consequence of poor sitting are discomfort, fatigue, of course. So a type of chair that is presented on your screen is Eames chair, accompanying with 'Di ba? Kung I don't know if you can relate na pag nakatukaw ka, you can fully extend your legs, kailangan mo pa ng additional chair. 'Di ba? You can fully extend your chair. You need to at least have an extra chair like that one on the screen para mas komportable, no? So, it makes somehow solve, parang binibigyan ng solution to an existing problem yung type of chair na yan. So, another one, here, although this one is a laboratory done, hindi natin gagawin, but an example. I'd like you to take note of the reference. I presented the link. You can screenshot the reference on the lower part of the screen. You can check it later or visit the website later on for that particular activity. Why did I presented that one? Because our learning activity number 3 is related to that. This one, this design is simple and yet effective. It's called FIY rather. Finish it yourself. Idea created in 2007 from the studio David Grass. Based on the Netherlands, nominated for the Dutch Award Design. So this is a cardboard seat, no? Cardboard lounge rather. This one is called cardboard lounge, designed by Studio David Grass in the Netherlands. So cardboard lounge is a full-size easy chair made from heavy-duty corrugated cardboard. You can assemble by yourself by sliding parts together, ensuring very strong construction without the use of glue, by just parang puzzle. Ididikit-dikit mo lang siya. The ergonomic shape of the chair makes for a comfortable seat without the need for upholstery. Okay, ganito siya. So, the laboratory activity number 2 presented, hindi pa ito yung activity natin, is making a miniature chair na comfortable and yet easy to do, functional sa user. Okay? Why did I present this one to you? Because our learning activity number 3, good for 2 weeks, meaning week 3 and 4, ngayong week na to, until your submission is 1 September 7. Yung isang block is September 3, you are submitting that on September 7. So your learning activity number 3 is this one. Okay? I will entertain questions later on. Your learning activity number 3 is you will design your own study chair but designer chair. Meaning, study chair siya, meaning magagamit nyo on parang yung dream study chair nyo. Designer chair, dream chair. But this one is miniature lang. Alam nyo ba yung miniature? Maliit lang.
Yes.
Hindi siya actual na chair, ha.
Parang
What I'm
scale
talking
model
about,
po, sir.
Yes po.
yes, parang scale model. Yan, 3D model, scale model, miniature model of your own version of designer chair. Yung pangarap mong designer chair. Yes, Dad?
Ang size po
Okay.
niya, sir.
Regarding the size, I will give you the freedom to do the size. Basta, it's like a height of your cellphone. Ang limit lang natin, ang reference is, alam natin that all of you has your cellphone. Ang height is kasing taas lang ng cellphone nyo. Hindi sobrang laki, hindi sobrang liit naman. Basta make sure na makikita. Okay? You can use modeling clay, cardboard, or any alternative material available on your area. Halimbawa, may actual clay ka, yung mismong ginagawang paso. You can use that. kung halimbawa si Dads nag-landscape, if you do like topiary, do you know topiary, Dads?
Di sir, di ako familiar pa sir.
Topiary is something like you nag-uukit ka gamit ang tinanom, ang masitas. Topiary.
Ay, bonsai po.
Iba naman,
Pwede po,
iba
sir.
naman yung bonsai. Well, I'm getting too far. My point is, you can use any alternative material available on your area. Okay? I am not recommending to have exposure kung ano nindo. Kung igwa ka mong clay, so be it. So, yun. Design your study chair considering your ergonomics. Okay. Ano yung activity natin? First, on the week 3, i-drawing nyo muna siya on your sketchpad. I-design nyo muna sa sketchpad na naka-isometric. Alam nyo na ba yung isometric? Hindi pa. Meaning, i-sketch nyo yung inyong chair na ini-envision na i-design sa first week, and then sa second week, you will do the scale model. Okay? Paano gagawin? I'll be showing you kung ano yung isometric. Okay, you are correct, Nick, na it's about parang naka-degree projection, isometric degree projection, either 30 or 60 degrees projection. Isometric drawing is hindi i-drawing mo yung halimbawa on your screen may type of chair ka. Normally we do drawings na naka-front, naka-side, naka-back. Ang requirement natin na gagawin nyo is you will just draw the chair showing the front and the side, draw it, and then lagyan mo ng measurement, okay? Using your own ergonomics. Ang importante dito may-apply natin is you can fit on the chair that you will design. Using your ergonomics, yung height mo, yung height pag nakaupo ka, and then the width of the span pag umuupo ka. That's my point on requiring you to do sketch on the first week. On the second week, you will do the 3D model, the miniature model of your designer chair. Okay? Clarifications. Do we have any question? Yes, Dads.
Sa Blackboard po sir ang pass po, ang submit.
The submission is you will take photo of the designer chair, and then if you can create your video explaining, so be it. Kung ano yung mood na pwede mong gawin on the explanation, you can send it via link. Yung instruction natin is everything that is required for learning activity has to be uploaded on the Google Drive. Then send to me the link. You can post it sa Blackboard or via PM. Okay? On your on the illustration on your right, yes, Nick. Yes.
Sir, yung sketchpad po ba na 12 by 9, ay 12 by, 12 by 9 po or yung A3 po?
Wala tayong required. Kahit aling sketchpad for as long as okay. Kung you have your A3 size sketchpad, mas maganda yon kasi you can freely design different angles. Ibibigay ko sa iyo yung privilege na gawin yung designer chair. Kasi ang consideration natin dito, designer chair. Show us what you've got sa types or sa design na pwede mong i-showcase. Halimbawa, dyan sa example natin sa screen, may ibang klaseng chair na made of, sabihin natin, elongations lang, parang finold. So, pwedeng ganun. Hanapan mo ng iba-ibang style by presenting it on your comfortable sketchpad. Did I answer your question?
Yes po.
Okay, Nick. Other questions? Andrea? Yes.
Sir, tatanong ko lang po, sir, kung na-receive mo na po yung yung folder ko po sa Google Drive po.
Yes po. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Andrea, no problem. Yes, Nick, you have clarification?
Sir, kailangan po bang kulayan, sir?
Yeah, up to you. You have the freedom for as long as this is designer chair. Pag sinabi nating designer chair, something like it will represent you. Sabihin nating, di ba meron kanina, this is Barcelona chair. Asan yan? This is Barcelona chair. This was popularized by Ludwig Mies van der Rohe. Ang thinking natin as designer, as architects is, pag ginawa ko to, this will become popular. This will become famous. Kaya nga designer chair eh. So, show us what you've got. Kung magaling kang magkulay sa... This is your design. Halimbawa, this will become Richard Nix's chair. So ganun. Pwede mo siyang pangalanan, pwede mong gawing up to you. Designer chair. Ang consideration natin is, this is a designer chair. Did I answer your question?
Yes po.
Okay. Alexandrine, you raised your hand earlier. Yes po. Question? Other questions?
Never mind na po, sir.
Okay. Questions? Yes, again, Nick.
Sir, sa design po ngayon, sir, ilalagay po ba yung mga, kasi po, di ba, pag nagde-design, like, parang nag-i-intend na gagawin mo yung isang bagay na yun. So, lalagay po ba yung materials na gagamitin doon sa ano po?
Yes, you can provide yung kung anong gusto mong type of material. Kung may kakayahan ka na to identify, halimbawa ngaya, this is made of cotton upholstery or is this made of something like yung parang ang tawag dito yung silk or type of fabric na gusto mong gamitin. Kung may alam kang type of fabric that you will use on your chair, so be it. Or kung this is made of something like wood or any other alternative seating, you can specify. Pwede mong sulatan kung anong materials yung gagamitin rather. Okay?
Okay po. Thank you po, sir.
Any other clarifications? Okay. I am recommending or at least if you have the modeling clay, maganda kasi siyang gawin na halimbawa modeling clay kasi madali mong maukit on different angles. Pero kung may other alternative material ka, expert ka sa ganitong bagay, so be it. Kasi I think I happen to know that most of you are artists. Show us yung coping up mechanism mo sa using that particular art. May mga gumagawa on other sections, may mga gumagawa ng sculpture using wire, depende. So it's up to you, up to your skill. Okay? Okay.
Sir, sabay po ba ang pagbasa nung drawing tapos nung 3D model po?
For the next week, I will just ask an status update. Just an update.
Okay,
Pero
okay po.
yung submission will be the same submission on September 7 for the drawing and the scale model. Okay? All right?
Okay po, sir. Thank you po.
Okay. No other questions? Anthony, kindly turn on your mic. What do you mean by your design ng iba? Na nasa internet, ganon.
Example, sir, parang sir, may nakita kasi akong design dati sa Cebu from Kenneth Cobonpoy, tapos
Okay.
I kind of like it. Then,
Okay.
That's
Okay.
so much for that.
Okay. Kenneth Cobonpoy, for the information of everyone, Kenneth Cobonpoy is a famous furniture designer based in Cebu, right? So, familiarized, may mga type of seat din siya na sa kanya na familiarized. So my question, my point is, it was his design. Okay? You can somehow make it as a reference, pero I am not encouraging to use his design. I want to show Anthony Jun Pilido's chair. Okay? So, something like Anthony's chair. Okay? Pwede mong maging reference, but definitely create your own trademark for the chair.
Okay,
Did I
po,
answer
sir.
your
Thank
question? Okay, Anthony. I know you have the capability of making your own individual chairs. Okay? Other questions?